As a chapter chair, you need to know that UTLA has your back. Well, at this time of greatest emergency and greatest need, we all know that UTLA's once mighty system for communicating and supporting communicating with and supporting chapter chairs has fallen into disrepair. I know there are many chapter chairs in this room who have felt blindsided when the district has implemented destructive or dangerous initiatives at their campus, while the response from UTLA Central has been either tardy or ambiguous, or sometimes even non-existent.
Exactly.
For the last 12 years, and up until the last 6 weeks, I was a chapter chair, so I know the system is broken. Rebuilding a strong, credible, and disciplined UTLA will require hard work on all of our parts. The cornerstone of that strength has always been, and will always be, school site chapters, and especially strong, supported chapter chairs. Our former president, Wayne Johnson, liked to say that chapter chairs are the single most important part of UTLA's leadership structure. That remains true, and I pledge to make strong, supported chapters and chapter chairs a reality once again. As a small first step in a year-long process of rebuilding our communication and support system for chapter chairs, we've established a new chapter chair only section on the UTLA website to make sure that chapter chairs have access to the information and support they need to represent their members, and more important maybe, to make sure that UTLA can receive timely information about what threats and abuses are happening at your schools. Our first use of the system will be to gather up-to-the-minute hard data from every school on staffing and class sizes as the school year begins. The district is opening school with 1,450 educators missing. We need to show the public how children are being harmed by the district's refusal to obey the law and use those AB 114 rescue dollars to reverse the rifts and stabilize schools. We need you to give us that information so that we can give it to the public. That's how we're going to bring the rifts back. As this year moves forward, this chapter chair web connection will be part of a larger initiative to ensure that every chapter chair has the information and support that you need. During my campaign for president, I said that we would hire a professional negotiator to beef up our ability to take on the district. I'm pleased to report that we've already initiated talks with several prominent candidates to come on board and join our campaign. We're still in those talks, so I wanted to have a name for you, but we're still in those talks. Okay. So we will introduce the individual in the United Teacher newspaper as soon as the hiring is completed. I'm very humbled and grateful that you've placed your trust in me as we begin to take on these many challenges we face, both as educators and as union leaders. But I'm also grateful that you've chosen to give me an exceptionally talented and dedicated group of citywide officers to work with as we begin to tackle these challenges. Despite coming from very different political traditions and backgrounds within UTLA, the 7 of us have come together as a coherent, cooperative, and united team. And for that, I am especially grateful. And an extra clap for Betty, please, for I'd appreciate it if you'd allow me to make just a few personal remarks. First, there is one individual who is, to me, far and away, the most important person in this room. She's been an acclaimed educator and a dedicated union leader for as long as I've known her. She's also the best thing that ever happened to my life. So if you'll please allow me to give my thanks to my beloved life partner, Ms. Carolina Saucedo.
Stand up!
I've been an employee of LAUSD since 1978, and I was first elected to the UTLA Board of Directors in 1986. In other words, I've seen several cycles of budget booms and budget busts in California, and I have lived through and taught through a seemingly endless series of educational fads and testing accountability. Thank you. Yeah, that's our austerity budget. Thank you. The series. I've been through a lot. I've seen the fads, I've seen the testing and accountability schemes, and I've seen crazy and destructive reforms. Now, in the past, our reactions as professionals to each successive wave of bad educational ideas would have been what you might expect. We're professionals. We'll do what's best for the kids despite the bad policies. We'll just get through this. Because that's what professionals do. But the challenges we face today in Los Angeles are different. The goal of the phony reform movement isn't to change your job. It's to eliminate your job. Their goal isn't to change the teaching profession. It's to abolish the idea of teaching as a profession. Now, teachers are college-educated professionals. You're not easily taken in. You see what the current school board majority is trying to do to your profession and to your students. I know that every one of you is ready to stand up and take this fight to the district. Ready to take back our schools. You're not alone. Your union stands with you. We are public school teachers, and we are proud of it. Can we do that one again?
Yes.
Together. We are public school teachers, and we are proud of it. Together we are UTLA. And together we will assert the power that we have always possessed. The power that comes from being right and from unapologetically advocating for our students and for ourselves. At the classroom level, at the chapter level, and at the citywide level, you can know that a strong, credible, and disciplined UTLA will have your back. And then, together, we will win. Thank you, folks.